You ever hear something so wrong your brain tries to scrub it clean before it settles? That's what happened the first time I told someone about the room behind the boiler, in my grandmother's house. It's also the last time I talked about it out loud. My name is Alan. I'm 32 now. But I was 15 when this happened, and I've never stopped feeling 15 in my dreams. Grandma Agnes lived in a house that didn't make sense. Tall and narrow, like someone squeezed a Victorian tower into a cul-de-sac. It had 3 floors and a basement that groaned when no one was walking. Her rules were strict. Never go in the attic alone. Don't knock twice on the same door. And never, ever, go into the basement after dark. She used to say, "This house breathes different at night." She didn't smile when she said it. One afternoon, curiosity dragged me into the basement. Grandma was asleep, and the house felt like it was holding its breath. The boiler was massive, rusted over like armor, tucked in a corner behind broken furniture and dust-covered photo frames. But behind it, a seam in the wall, a perfect vertical slit in the concrete that hadn't been there before. It felt warm, and it pulsed. I pressed it open. Behind was a hallway, short, narrow, far too clean. It smelled like pine cleaner and spoiled meat. No dust, no wires, just blank walls and a bone-white door at the end. No knob, just a keyhole. As I stared, it opened. Silent, wide. Inside was the room. And the first thing I noticed was that it had no corners. The walls curved into one another like it had been shaped by water and time. The light was even, yet nothing cast a shadow. But the floor was made of faces. Not stone, not tiles. Faces. Hundreds, maybe thousands of them, molded into the floor, stretching from wall to wall. Some old and grayed over like fossils. Others were pink and fresh, with teeth still clenched in a final scream. Their eyes were glassy, real, wet, and some of them blinked. One was staring straight at me. Its lips trembled. It whispered, "You shouldn't be here." I stepped back, heart jackhammering. My foot landed on another face, soft, spongy like flesh. It gasped silently beneath me. Then a hand, blackened, with twisted fingers like burnt roots, shot out from the wall and shoved me hard. I fell in, and the door was gone. The room swallowed sound. My heartbeat faded. Even my breathing felt distant. Time bent. My thoughts slowed, reversed, twisted into themselves. I heard old songs, people crying. My father's voice, my own voice, begging myself to wake up. The faces moved. They slid past one another beneath my feet like icebergs. Some opened their mouths and screamed in silence. Others smiled. One had my face. I started to run, but the room went with me. No matter how fast I moved, I stayed in the center. Then the walls whispered, "Alan, Alan, Alan, Alan." And from the far end of the room, he stepped out. He looked like me, if I'd been drowned and stitched back together. His face was bloated, jaw hanging loose. Strings of thread held his lips shut, but they were vibrating, whimpering under the tension. He raised one hand and pointed, not at me but at the floor. And the faces began to rise. Like bubbles from thick mud, they pushed upward. The floor became soft, alive. The faces stretched into torsos, arms, half-formed people made of skin and screaming, trying to climb out, pulling each other down as they rose. They didn't want out. They wanted me in. One face grabbed my ankle. Its mouth opened wide and whispered in a voice that was mine, "You were always one of us." Then silence. The floor swallowed them again, smooth and flat. And in front of me stood Grandma. But it wasn't her anymore. Her skin was waxen, her eyes bulging out. Her mouth was just a thin line carved into her face. In her hands, a mirror, old, dirty, cracked. She held it up. In the reflection, I wasn't standing in the room. I was in the floor, staring up, mouth open in a silent scream. I woke up on the basement floor, dust covered, my shirt soaked through with cold sweat. The boiler was silent. The hallway was gone. I stumbled upstairs. Grandma's bedroom was empty. No bed, no dresser, nothing but a wall scratched over and over with the words. She went into the room. I ran away that night, Hitchhiked for 2 days before collapsing at a gas station outside Trenton. I told myself it was a psychotic break. Trauma. Maybe carbon monoxide poisoning. I tried to forget. But the faces never forgot me. For years, they stayed in the corners of my dreams. I'd wake with voices in my ear, the pressure of something breathing behind my walls. Then 2 months ago, it happened again. I moved into a new apartment. Clean. Modern. Nothing weird. Until one night I noticed something. My bathroom mirror had started to fog unevenly. There, just above the sink, were the words written in the condensation. "Let us out." I blinked, rubbed it away, walked out, came back, and the words were carved into the mirror. Now, I don't sleep much. I hear whispers in the vent. I catch my reflection watching me when I'm not looking. And yesterday I found a seam. Not in a wall. In my skin. Right above my ribcage. A perfect slit. And sometimes, at night, it pulses. I should have gone to a hospital. I should have told someone. But how do you explain that your body is opening? The slit wasn't bleeding. It wasn't sore. But it was warm. Like something just beneath the surface was breathing back. I started taping it shut at night. Layers of gauze. Duct tape. Anything to stop the pulse I could feel through my fingertips. It didn't stop, and that's when the dreams changed. They weren't dreams anymore. They were places. In one, I stood in a dark hallway. Every door I opened showed me a version of myself, stitched shut, skin cracked, mouthing words I couldn't hear. In another, I was buried beneath a floor made of screaming, writhing torsos, their hands clawing upward as I suffocated. But in every dream, the same figure watched me from a distance. Me. But taller. Twisted, eyes like polished obsidian. I started calling him the other Alan. 2 weeks ago, I woke up to my phone recording. I never pressed record. The video was 10 seconds long. It showed me asleep in bed, eyes wide open. Then my mouth moved, and my voice said, "The mirror was just the beginning." I tried smashing every reflective surface in the house. It didn't matter. They watched me from puddles, from TV screens, from the shine on the microwave door. My reflection blinked when I didn't. And then I saw it again. The seam. This time not on me, but on my ceiling, above my bed, just like in Grandma's attic. I didn't touch it. I just stared at it for hours. But I must have blacked out, because I blinked, and I was standing outside, barefoot. My feet were all scratched up. There was a note in my hand, written in block letters. No punctuation. "You aren't Alan. He's still inside." I haven't gone back inside the house. I sleep in my car now, or try to. Because last night, I felt something shift behind my ribs, and I swear I heard whispering. From inside my lungs, I coughed up blood and something small, a bit of glass, a shard of mirror, and I saw a face in it. Mine, mouth open, screaming.